When I look at the raincoat, I think of a child. But I also have to be mindful of what Picasso said. The whole goal is to paint like a child, the spontaneity. The coat, the raincoat, has all that spontaneity. It's a drawing like a child's drawing. But it's no accident that Basil has painted that coat the way he has painted it. The grid against the grid evokes Cy Tomley's work in many ways. And Basil became rather influenced and interested in Cy Tomley in his later life. Basil isn't really interested in the person in the raincoat. That structure, edifice, is merely a scaffolding for the coat. The bigness of the coat is what Basil wanted to paint. It's a theme which came into his work in the late 2000s, in the new era phase of his work. A phase which baffled many collectors and indeed distinguished critics like Brian Fallon. After the large Ulster Museum show, Brian Fallon became rather confused about where Basil was going, and in fact he said to me sometime later, if you ever get an opportunity for me to be corrective about my interpretation of Basil's Ulster Museum work, I would be delighted to take that opportunity. And he revisited the works of Basil and he interpreted them then in a very different way. And it was a new phase of Basil's work, and that's why the raincoat is so important. It's all part of the evolution of Basil's work, of his oeuvre. There's a well-known painter in Paris, he's a former Englishman called Anthony Pallister. And when we did the book on Basil's life and exhibited and showed so many of his paintings, his compatriot painters looked at Basil's book and said, how do we not know this guy? He has mastered all the dimensions of art. That was the opinion of learned painters, of seasoned painters, commenting on Basil Blackshaw. The coat is a manifestation of that late development, denouement in Basil's work.